Hey everybody! Welcome to another episode of Who's That Anime with your hosts Steve and Colin. We're still talking about Erased, but was it episode 9 and 10 today?
Yes. Episodes 9 and 10.
Yeah, episodes 9 and 10 out of a 12 episode series. So that's it. It's the
Getting to the end.
penultimate episode of Erased for us.
Yep, that's right. First, we will be talking about episode 9 called Closure.
I got some closure.
In this episode?
Yeah. No, I just got some closure. I can close some doors. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going
Fair
with
enough.
this.
Last episode, we saw Kayo, Sachiko, and Satoru go and confront Akemi at the front of Kayo's home, where Akemi then attacked Sachiko with a snow shovel, cutting her across the bridge of the nose.
So the nose, I thought the forehead.
Was it the forehead? No, you're right.
It kind of bled underneath from underneath her hair.
That's true.
Just like
but of
the
course,
old wrestling days.
Yeah, blading. The good shit.
Yeah.
But as we see, it turns out this was all a plan, as you said, hatched with Yashiro, the teacher, and the consultants from Child Protection, who have been waiting in the wings, ready to see the fact that she's there and be like, hey, we need to talk about the fact that you haven't been looking after your daughter.
Oh, what about them abducting my daughter? She says.
And they're like, nope.
Nah.
No, not a problem.
Nah, you didn't seem to go looking for her, so it's alright. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I'm off to the police right now.
Yeah.
And then the teacher kind of comes up and sides with Satoru and the mother.
Yes.
And then when Akami starts dragging Kayo away up the street to go to the police, he disappears off to the side. And then you hear the voice of Akami, what are you doing? And it's like her grandmother, Kyle's grandmother, there,
Yep.
and basically she gets down on her knees and begs her, says,
Well, she's like, oh, this is all my fault because I
apo-
made you break up with your husband who was abusive. So, like, that's maybe not a bad thing.
Yeah, but she seems to have ostracized her at the same point.
Yeah, I think the bit that gets me, and I hate this, is that because Kayo was being beaten by her father as well as Akemi, and we see that, like, both of them are all sort of, like, worse for wear. And she's like, very, like, after the dad's out of the picture, we're seeing this scene of, like, Akemi being very tender and just kind of like, oh, it's good to have my daughter back. And then she's like, nah, never mind, haymaker, and just punches her square in the face. Like, what?
I think, yeah, I don't know. It was weird.
That's some
she was
mad
in,
shit.
She was in some braces, at least, all by herself as well, because she got really beaten up. The husband had like I'll probably smack her with the trolley.
Yep.
And
then the daughter got hurt. Then Kayo got hurt.
Yeah, I assume it's some form of random repression from getting beaten up. I don't know. Don't think the daughter was getting beaten up. I think it was just Akemi. Daughter was like kind of like covering her.
No, you're right.
Covering her back.
It was Akemi then just took it out on the daughter. That's why she haymakered her in the face. That makes much more sense.
Yeah. It was that. Yeah. I mean, trauma.
Sure. It's not the answer to everything, that's for sure. But of course we see Akemi and her mother crying together, lying in the street, upset, and we get Satoru's internal monologue going, Kayo doesn't seem that fussed about this.
Yeah, it was like, he also states that he doesn't think it's like it's out of pity or something, rather than.
Oh yeah, it's the fact she's just upset she got caught.
And then Kyle's like not looking at her at all,
Nope.
which has done it. And it's like, yeah.
Quite rightly.
And then Kyle goes into custody of the grandmother, and they get taken away by the teacher, Yashiro.
Yep.
Yashiro.
Yashiro.
Yeah. And he says something to Satoru's like, "Oh yeah, I can let all your hard work go without being rewarded or something."
Yeah. Something about that doesn't seem good.
Yeah. Anyway, so he takes him away, and I think next day Satoru's just lying over his desk in school, and it's like, "Oh, what's up?"
Yep.
He's been like this all day, type thing. And then he's kind of thinking like, how can I speak to this other girl in the other high school? I think
Yep.
that's what he's doing.
He's moving on fast.
Yeah, it's moved on quite fast. Humero, I think, is the other person.
Yes.
She's started to hang out with him a lot more. So Kenya takes her to
Hiromi, sorry.
Hiromi.
Hiromi.
Yeah, Hiromi then. Takes her to the child's recreational center place. Where Satoru says, "I'll meet up with you guys later," and then goes stalking.
Yeah. He has a knack for that, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose he doesn't know anything about the girl, so he's got to work out her routines to save her from being abducted.
Well, yeah, because he talks to the teacher Yashiro about how he should. Is that how can I talk to people who don't? Know me?
But not, that's not yet. So he talks
Is
to
that
the
not
mother.
yet? Is it the mother first?
Talks to his mother first, and she's basically like, "Yeah, just say let's be friends."
Yep. Be forward.
It's like, how he's about to think in his head, how would that work? And she's like, I bet you're thinking how that'd work. And he's like, fuck.
Yokai.
Yokai. And then she explains it, and then I think he's at school at that point, and then it's kind of like, okay, I'm going to go stop this girl. Because he's stalking the girl.
Yes.
At the time, because he goes, alright, she goes to piano lessons at this time. She'll be okay, or cram school, I think it is. And then he gets back to the club, talks to them, and then goes back, and then is following her from there to see where she's going. And then his mother goes, Satoru, come here and help me. He's out on the other side of the street. And then he starts lugging shopping around because the mother decided to buy. It's on offer. I bought all this meat or something.
Yep.
And it's like, oh god, it's heavy. It's not as heavy. Stop complaining. It won't be heavy. It's heavy. Like it'll be still heavy. And then the teacher appears, beeps the horn, goes beep beep, gives him a lift home.
He does.
And then this is where things happen because Satoru says to the teacher, yeah, my mother went on a shopping binge.
Yep.
I wasn't binging. It's like, and the teacher kind of laughs, and then the mother just kind of looks at the window and is like, "Oh yeah, I better shop. She's gonna have me." And then she seems to have like fell asleep in the car. So Satoru then asks the teacher how we go about.
That's right.
And it's like, oh yeah, find something to get to know him better. So we should also state, I think he sees, is it Anya? Who's the person from the other school? Aya?
Aya.
Aya. Yeah. She was on the bench in the park with Yuki.
Yes.
And then he follows her from there to the cram school, and then
because he's keeping a watch on both of them. Is this when he's in the? They're in the. No, it's not in the hideout.
No. He doesn't go to the hideout. Anyway, so they're in the car with the teacher. Teacher goes, blah blah blah, and then he asks like how to do it. He's like, oh yeah, I found a niche and interest. That's how I do it, type thing. He also asks him in the car, like, why are you not married?
Why are you not married? That's right. And he's like,
well, these things. That's about left field.
Yeah. He answers them honestly.
Mhm. Yeah, I think he's got a tick on his finger though. You see him tapping the steering wheel.
Yep,
Uh,
that's right.
and then Satoru goes, "Oh, look, there's something sticking out of his glove box. Oh, don't open that!" And it's full of candy. And then he claims that that's a substitute for smoking.
He quit smoking 3 years ago, and he can't live without them.
Yeah. So you're now guilty, Satoru.
Yeah.
Here, have this candy.
You're gonna have one of these because I'm having one. You're having one.
Yeah.
And then the mum wakes up and's like, "Well, I want one too."
Give me one. Aye. Like,
Can
all
we
right.
just say, I told you this guy was trouble.
What?
I've told you since the start, since the beginning, I didn't like him.
Why don't you like him now? He's just picked him up in a friendly car ride.
With his glove box full of lollies for children.
It might not be.
We both know that we've watched the next episode, Colin.
I watched the whole thing. But at the same time, got to keep the mystery for the viewers, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he discovers the stash of candy, and then of course he's like, it kind of gets brushed aside because everyone seems cool with it for whatever reason. He's like, that seems like a reasonable thing. Yeah,
No.
does it?
No, Satoru is also thinking it's weird. You could say he's weird.
He thinks it's weird, but then does he not like talk himself out of how weird it is?
No. He's just thinking he's a weirdo.
Oh dear.
So yeah, they drive back. They can't lift. What happens after this though? Talk in the classroom and then decide to do it. Go and meet her.
Yeah.
And then the other two who are not being part of like the whole operation, as of yet, follow them because like, let's go to the hideout, guys. And it's like, oh no. It's like, all right, let's follow these guys. What are they up to?
This is where they go to the bus, right?
No.
Yeah, they go back to the bus.
What bus?
The bus where Kayo was staying.
Do they go back there first?
Yeah, because they find that there's all the stuff's gone. All the stuff that was there is now missing.
Oh, yeah, they do
The
go to the back
backpack.
bus. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where this kind of cuts out.
Does it?
Yeah, because then at the beginning of the next episode, it kicks off with them like starting a friendship.
Wait, what? How do they go to the bus and then start a friendship?
The start of the next episode is Satoru and his friends talking to Aya, and like her not really into it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ah, no. I'm sure the kind of starts here. Might be right.
I'm sure it ends on the fact that they find out that everything has been removed.
On the bus.
Yeah.
He's followed her. Did the whole car tourney. You might be right. I don't know. Kind of blends into one of these ones.
Yeah.
I thought end of the episode was her appearing. No, because I'm sure there's the hint for what's her name, the one that called Kayo out for being poor. You can see her wandering around, kind of like being isolated from everyone.
Yeah, that's true.
In this episode, and that only kind of. Oh wait! I think they maybe do go to the bus and find everything's gone in this one. But then I think they come to their school and then they're going to go and make friends with them.
So that
and it was basically the Satoru, Kenya, and I want to say Hiromi, but it's not Hiromi.
no, I know what you mean.
leave, and then the other two come in and say, "Oh, come on, guys, can't you want to go to the hideout?" And they say, "No, we got something to do." All right, and then, well, let's follow them then. And then
Yeah.
they go out, and then it's her shuts the door on her own. She just gets up and has no friends, and is kind of being isolated. And then she shuts the classroom door. I think that might be the end.
The way it ends. That's a good one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good point.
And that's the end of that episode.
How do you feel about this one?
Oh, I don't know. It's good, I suppose. It's continuing the suspense.
Yeah, I think it's like it just feels like it's continuing to go somewhere without actually getting somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, well, there's a lot. Still, like, trying to answer all the unanswered questions, because there were 3 girls that went missing.
Yeah.
Kayo's been saved.
Yeah.
Because I think when he's waving goodbye to her, he basically goes, that's her pinned to the future, or her future is now pinned, or something. And then the other two would be, I'm going to say Hiromi again, just because I got that my name in my head.
Hiromi's right.
Hiromi, okay, that's good. And
Hiromi
Aya?
and Aya. Yep.
Yeah, so the 2 girls.
Aya's from the other school, and Hiromi's the one from his class. So.
Yeah, the kind of tomboyish one.
Yeah.
Hanging around with them. And they leave. And she's now kind of hanging around with them, so she's kind of been saved in that aspect, that she's not continuously alone, because she does. I think she states that in the next episode, because her family is out working and don't get back till about 8 o'clock that night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's a 7.
I agree. Like I say, it's going somewhere. It's just not quite there yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to take a small interlude to go and stop my garden from disappearing. Keep the recording going, and I'll be back as quickly as possible.
What do you mean?
So don't. Apparently, some of my garden is now in my neighbour's garden, so I need to go and fix that.
How do you know that?
I got a text message.
All right.
So I'm gonna go and fix it, and I'm gonna be back. Don't stop the recording. I'll be back soon. Okay.
All right.
Right. Bye.
Bye.
Sorry to add more editing, but I'll need to do it too, I guess.
Okay.
Soon. Holy shit. Hi.
All right.
That is scary out there.
Yeah, I had a look when you were gone, and I was like,
Oh, we have a wicker bench that had literally been thrown into our neighbour's garden.
Oh, wow.
And I picked it up and put it back down, and a gust of wind immediately swept it right across me and nearly took me off my feet. So everything went into the garage as best as possible.
Yeah.
But the trampoline is now marked down with concrete, sandbags, and it's literally tied to the fence.
Concrete?
Yeah, we had like a slab.
Oh, right.
So, whew.
Yeah, I had a wee look around in my garden. It looks alright. Nothing much in it.
Holy shit.
Well, someone's plastic bin's been flung over, because it's...
Oh, ours are okay still. Check those too.
It's flying down the road somewhere. Cans and stuff. And towel.
Oh dear. Right, sorry. We just said, so we'll come back in now. You can add in any of the additional crap you want in here, but yeah. We finish off, as you say, like episode 9, where they are about to begin conversation with Aya, who's the girl from another school.
Yeah. Oh, we did do that, didn't we? Finished it off.
yeah, we finished this episode. You gave it a 7. I gave it a 7. We're all good there. And then we move on to episode 10, which is titled Joy.
Oh joy.
Oh, joy.
Oh joy.
Indeed.
So this one starts off, I think, with them basically talking to Aya,
Yeah, it does.
where they're going,
Him and the friends.
yeah. And he goes, well, hey, yeah, I'm finding this person from this school. And it's
Yep.
just like, and it's like, stuff. And then it's like, oh, what? And then Kayo butts in, it's like, what book are you reading there? And she's like, oh, it's some Shakespeare book. I can't remember what it was. It's not Romeo and Juliet, because he's like, shit. That's the one I'm reading, Romeo and Juliet. And he's sweating. It's like,
He is.
well, that's
He's a
heavy stuff.
29-year-old man who...
No, this is Kenya sweating.
Oh, no, you're right. Yeah, sorry.
And then she goes, I recognize you guys. Oh, wait, yeah, you're the guys that keep sneaking into that building across the river there. It's
Yeah,
like, and they were like,
we are.
oh shit, our hideout's like completely exposed at this side. We never knew that. And then, so, hideout, eh? Don't you think that's a bit childish? And then Kenya goes, ah! And Satoru's like, calm down.
Yeah.
It's like, I bet you like superheroes too, eh? They're childish too. And Satoru's like, and then there's Hiromi is like, calm down. And this time there's the other two friends are like been spying on them, and the other guy jumps out. Kazu,
The big guy.
yeah, Kazu, I think. He jumps out and goes, "Wow, if we got some time, something like hideout has been the adventures of a man." And then she blushes and he blushes and says, "If you got any free time, why don't you come with us?" And it's like, "No, I know you.
No, I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that today." And then that cuts it, and it's like, shit, blew it this time.
Yeah.
And now he's got his secret power hideout where he can power on her from afar.
He does. Yeah, he does.
Actually, he's not doing that.
Well, he is spying on her.
Yeah, but he's spying on her for a reason.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
So they do continually kind of go to the hideout more now that they can. I think, what was it before? Was the weather too bad, or because they don't want to see the footprints in the snow?
Yeah.
And now it's getting a bit better, so they're able to go in and out of the hideout again.
Yeah. He finds his gloves.
He finds his gloves, and he kind of keeps an eye on her. And then one point he's keeping an eye on her, and he's like, "Oh, she disappeared."
No
shit.
It's not even keeping an eye on her. He's like, because Hiromi's like, you don't want to go to the park and see Aya again. He's like, no, I can just watch her from here. It's fine. And then she just kind of opens the door, and it's like, oh,
she's right here.
She's right here. He didn't get to do it.
He didn't get to do it. Yeah,
I came to see this thing, and Kazu stands up and goes, "Welcome to our hideout." And that's the thing.
Yep.
I should state that when we were last episode, we completely missed out the bit on the bus. I know you were talking about it, but it never came to mind. But this is where Satoru basically states that he thinks there's a killer on the loose. Because Kenya was like, "Well, you've done everything for Kayo. What's the deal now?" And it's like, "Oh, well, actually, don't you think that bag was a bit sus? Like some serial killers about." And it's like, well,
he says like he points out that there are other girls who are a bit lonely too, and they need saving.
Something like that. Something like that. Yeah.
I think he mentions that particularly about Aya, who's like, she's on her own a lot.
Yeah, I thought it was just this episode that gets hinted at.
Oh, maybe.
Because this is the episode that Hiromi points out that the girl, I can't remember her name. The girl that it called out Kayo for stealing the lunch money, or tried to frame her, is being isolated.
Misato.
Yeah, isolated. yeah, Misato is being isolated from her friends. It's kind of lonely now. But so Aya is now kind of like hanging out with them. Kind of ends there and it goes back to school the next day.
Yeah.
And I think Hiromi goes back to classroom for some reason. And states that Hiromi goes back to the class and states and bumps into Misato, who just says, opens the door and says, move. And she's, glum and she moves out of the way. And they talk about hockey game, and the other friend that I don't know, do we even know his name? I think we do, but
Which one?
The one with the glasses. Because he was looking for Kazu, because he was like Kazu's friend. And says, "Oh, Kazu, let's go to the hideout." And it's like, "Oh no, he's off to meet Aya." "Oh right, okay, but wait, hang on, isn't she just going to the hideout anyway? She knows where that is. He doesn't need to go and meet her." And they're like, "That's a good point." Well, at least he's with her.
True.
That's fine.
True.
So there's a hockey game going on. And I think he goes to the hockey game.
Osamu.
Yeah, Osamu goes to the hockey game the week before and says that Misato was just sitting on her own at that one too. Yeah, there's the other thing about the bus scene is so basically you have like, "Oh, I want to believe in you because I got to believe in you because I can't believe in myself."
Don't start this again. Don't believe in me. Don't believe in yourself. Believe in me, the one who believes in you, or whatever it was you said the last time.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's good that they're saying that. And then he kind of reminds of Ari from the future saying the same thing. Because
right.
believe in you is kind of like the flip side of asking me to believe you. Or
yes.
So it was her logic. Anyway,
Fair.
So Hiromi also then kind of holds Satoru's hand and goes, "I believe in you too." Well, I was in the last episode. And then they run separate ways. Who's walking her home. And then, anyway, so back to this episode.
Mm-hmm.
So there's half with that, and then Hiromi goes, "Oh yeah, Misato's kind of been lonely," and then he's like, because he was like, "Who's the next target?" Because it's just like those lollipops in that guy in the teacher's car. They'll be looking for a substitution. And he's like, "Misato's lonely." Oh shit, it's her. That's the only conclusion he came to. So he was going to go and talk to her because Hiromi was also on about how it's good to have some people to go to type thing. Because, like I said before, she said that her parents worked till 8.
Yep.
That's the thing there. So he then tries to go and talk to Misato, but she's already left. And
yes,
is getting on a bus because the other girls in the class say, "Oh, we get a lift by the teacher," but Misato will just leave her alone.
Also sounds really dodgy.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is. It's 3 girls, man. So anyway, he goes to the. He goes to the. He goes to the game, the hockey game, the ice hockey game, and remarks that it's colder in there than it is outside in the snow.
Yes.
And then he looks around, sees the teacher and the 3 girls, and the girls are cheering on the ice hockey player who he won the race with earlier in the series. He's like, "Go away, you ugly!" don't say that. Shut your mouth. And the teacher goes, you guys, you stop being, don't say that type thing.
Yeah.
Or you won't get any of the food in this bag. And then you see Sato off in the far reaches on the other side of the pitch from in the rafters, drinking a can of soda. And then she puts it down and goes to the toilet. And then Satoru follows her and keeps an eye on her to see if she comes to the toilet. And then it's like, for 5 minutes, that's too long, he says. Jesus.
Yeah. And just as he's about to look really demented by sticking his head in the girls' bathroom and being like, hey, you in there? Yashiro pops his head in through the fire exit, right?
Yeah, sucking a lollipop.
Yep. He's, oh, hey, what you doing there?
Pretty much. And he's like, oh, I need to speak to Masato. And then he looks out the door and goes, I think she just left.
Yep.
And he's like, what?
Did he know? He's like, I just passed her.
Yeah. And then, so Satoru goes out and sees the pickup.
Yep. Pickup truck moving away.
Yuki's pickup, family's pickup.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, teacher, can you do me a favor? Can we follow this pickup?
He's like, okay.
Yeah. All right, sure.
Sure.
Why not?
Got nothing better to do tonight.
Yeah. And they're traveling
I'm
along.
apparently at a hockey match with a bunch of kids that I'm going to abandon.
Yeah. Apparently.
Fair.
Yeah. Discharging all responsibility as the guardian.
Oh yeah, I mean he has clarified in fact that he is willing to do so.
Yeah. So he does that. And then the start of this episode is him remembering the other pass, the original pass, where he's mourning the loss of all his friends and the graduation speech.
That's right.
Because he then regurgitates part of the speech to him. He's like, wait, I was going to say that your graduation.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh.
He's like, oh yeah, shit.
Fuck.
Determinism.
Yeah. And then he talks about, the teacher basically talks about stuff, and it's like, bum, 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 and then, oh, hey, you know what? Maybe we'll get you a lollipop or something out of here. Oh.
That's right, yeah, he goes, I'll get it, and he opens it up, and he's like, oh, no lollipops in here, and he goes, yeah, this isn't my car.
Or it is my car, but it's my decoy car.
Yeah.
I got several around the area.
And now we can bask in the glory of me being right.
Aww. Anyway, yeah, he's also got to put the seatbelt on. It's a bit stiff. Here, I'll get you that.
Oh god. It's all not good.
It's not good. Anyway, so yeah, the teacher is the one. He's the dodgy man.
He's the one.
He's the one.
Like, it is me. However, I've realized that all of my plans are going to shit, and I don't know why. Then I realized it's you. You're my problem.
Yeah, I knew that as soon as he turned up to the hockey game.
Yep. And it's like, yep, you are my issue here.
You know all my plans.
Yep. And then he explains. He's like, "Oh yeah, I used Misato as bait to bring you here. She went to the toilet because I put laxatives in her drink."
Yeah, he's just like,
God, he's a killer and an asshole.
Tablets in the laxative, and they stop following the pickup, and he states, "Oh, don't worry, she's not in that. She's not in the truck."
Yeah. She's not in there.
That's all you to deliver a bento or something.
Yep. She's still at the hockey game.
Yeah. I assume maybe that was Yuki driving the truck then.
It probably was.
Yeah.
Because as we said, he's like the determinism there is him trying to make it look like Yuki was the one that was the problem.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So
So
yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, turns off. Goes off road to the frozen river. Basically states it's game over for both of us.
Yeah, I guess I'll go somewhere else.
Yeah, you stayed this town, boy.
Oh man,
That's Scooby-Doo stuff here now.
it is. Yeah, it is massively Scooby-Doo.
And then
But yeah,
he waits down the car and lets it roll into the water. He does say it like he has never had to use the car before,
yes,
but
that's right.
He's got several around town apparently.
Yeah, it'll never be found back to him. It'll never get back to him. So
Yeah,
it's fine. Yeah, he takes the handbrake off, weighs the car down. It slowly rolls into the frozen lake with Satoru inside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he must have put the ball on the clutch or something.
Yeah, he's changed the future.
Yeah, it's him as dies.
Yeah.
Well, he's slowly drowned, but before he hits the water, he goes one, because I think the teacher Yashiro goes, it's like you know the future or something.
Yeah, he does.
So Satoru plays his one final card just as he's about to hit the water. It's like, I know your future, and then and he's fallen into the water, and can't get the seatbelt. No, that's weird because the seatbelt wouldn't have like kicked in its mechanism, I would have thought.
No.
So you should be able to like just instead of like undoing the buckle, just like stretch it. He's not a big kid.
Yeah, like just pull it, and then get out.
Get out. Yeah, you know? It's not hard, or
just put it down to like being really cold and panicked, I guess.
I think you just panicked. I think it was initial because you could probably have done that when you were still there. Falls in the water, and then it kind of ends up showing him kind of floating down into the river without the car. That's a symbolism scene, I assume,
of him drowning,
because then it goes back to him in the seat and goes fuck.
Yep.
And that's the end of that one.
I love the fact this episode is called Joy.
Yeah. I think it's joy to the point until he realizes that, there's other. I've said these kids, but there's always other kids.
I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is a good one, Colin. It's a good one.
Yeah. You're itching on your seat, man. You want to watch the
I need to know where this goes. How do you rate this one?
I don't know. I'm going to. Last one was climbing to an 8. I'll say an 8 on this one. It's got a good cliffhanger on this one. It's like, oh shit, is he dead?
I'm gonna give this one a 9. Because I was right.
Because you're right. You were giving it a 9.
I was right.
You were right. If you weren't right,
it gets extra points. No, I think like it is a. It's interesting because everything about that character to me has seemed off, and yet at every avenue they have done something to make it seem that he is on the level. Like having him like come through for Kayo by getting the child services involved and giving him advice and helping him and his mother, and even the bits that are dodgy like get kind of batted away by him just seeming like a genuinely kind of a guy who is just doesn't quite have it all together, and instead actually he's a guy who has it all together and is very angry at the fact that his plan is not working and he's not murdering children.
Yeah, he's quite upset about that. Satoru is
wild.
Satoru is basically like, oh shit, his name was on the list, but I I can't imagine it
That's
was him.
right. His name was on the list and everything, and he just ignored it.
Yeah, you couldn't see it was him, but
That's crazy. I forgot about that.
100% it was him. Yeah, I think his
Wild.
mum was on the list too, though, wasn't she?
She might have been. Yeah.
Yeah,
She might have been.
yeah.
Well, we've only got one more episode to cover. Well, two more episodes to cover, but we'll do it in one more episode, Colin.
Mhm.
So next week will be the thrilling conclusion of our erased episodes.
Dum dum dum. Dum dum dum.
And then we'll go on to. Do we want to drop what we're going to do?
Oh, wait.
Do we want to prepare people, or do you want to talk about it next time?
Talk about it next time on Who's That Anime?
I guess we'll leave it at. Obviously, as you know, the if you're listening to us and you have been for a while, you'll know about the cadence that we work in. We do a season, we have a bonus episode or a bonus time, and then we go back into a new series. And what will be interesting here is that we're going to do something we've never done before.
Yes. We're going back to the heart of the reason why we started this.
Yep. We're going home, Colin.
We're going home.
Going home.
We're going home, Steve.
It's going to be
a wild adventure so far.
It has. We're only going home for a bit, but yeah, we're going home.
Did Ash ever go home in Pokemon? Did he ever return home?
I don't know if he ever returned home, but he did become world champion.
Yeah. So you left like at age 13, was it?
10.
10. You left at age 10 and just left to roam the world. And he never went back and saw his mum ever again.
Yeah, I mean, I think about that a lot because my son's about to be 10 and he can't reliably tie his shoelaces properly yet. So it's like, I don't know if like sending a child out into the world at 10 is a good idea.
What? Can't tie his shoelaces? I wonder if I can do that. My niece. Yeah, she probably can't.
I remember struggling with it, certainly until I went to secondary school. I could never do it properly.
I erased those times from my life, so I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, I remember it specifically because a friend of mine tied his shoelaces differently to the way I did it.
Oh, yeah? What do you do?
Well, I'm assuming you do single loop over and around and through.
Yeah. So it's kind of like tie it like that, and then
you take the two strings. You take one of them and you bend it so into a loop.
Yeah.
You take the other one, you wrap, and then you pull them through into two loops.
Yeah. I mean, I tie shoelaces every day that I put my shoes on. I just can't remember how I did it.
Well, my friend did two loops.
And
just tied them together.
Oh. Okay.
Which is apparently another viable way to do it. It does work.
I mean, I assume it must work because that's how he's tying his shoelaces. I'll double loop mine now.
You double loop?
Yeah, so you get a loop and then you do it once and you have it and then you do it again.
I don't think I've ever double looped.
Because it says them undoing themselves.
Huh. I usually just double knot instead.
Yeah, that double knot, yeah. That's what I mean.
yeah, so you tie it and then you
tie it again. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I thought you meant you were making a loop and then you were making a quadruple loop.
No.
I was like, I don't see how that helps.
Makes it pretty, that's all.
Yeah. Well, as thrilling as talking about that is, you've done it. You've managed to get to the end of another episode of Who's That Anime, a podcast entirely about anime and sometimes other stuff, like in today's episode where I had to run outside for a while and save my garden. But yeah, you can find us at our home of anchor.fm/Who's That Anime. We can be found where all good podcasts can be found. If you like what it is we do, we don't make any money from this, and we don't have any sort of funding options or advertising. So a way to support us is to leave us a review That does wonders for us in the charts. If you've already left us a review or you can't because of the podcatching software you use, then telling a friend about what we do is another viable option. We have a Facebook page, that's facebook.com/who's the anime, where we post the latest episode releases and the occasional anime meme. We have a Discord thing channel.
Discord channel.
Is that the word? Discord channel.
Yeah.
And you can find the link for that in the show notes. We also have a YouTube account where Colin painstakingly puts together the video versions of these episodes. We also have recently put up the podcast RSS feed into that too, where you can now listen to the audio episodes in there. That seems quite popular at the moment. You can find that by going to youtube.com and searching for @who's that anime. Colin and I also occasionally like to play video games. Colin at twitch.tv/couchfuel and myself at twitch.tv/hailpayman. And you can find archives of all of the content from both of those channels at youtube.com by searching for @couchfuel or @hailpayman.
Yeah. There you go.
We did it.
Done it again, man.
Yep.
147th completion of an episode.
Crazy.
It is.
Crazy.
Like, you know how, that is like, was it? It's 90 miles to Glasgow.
Mm-hmm.
So 147 miles would be to...
Halfway to Carlisle?
Halfway to Kayo? Yeah, halfway to Kayo. Let's say that.
Yeah, down the M74.
Yeah.
Heading onto the M6.
Yeah,
you'd probably get you'd probably be starting to head towards Lockerbie.
Yeah. Right about there.
Yeah. That's the distance.
So it's just near the black
Go on, say it.
Forest.
The Black Penis Forest. What?
Oh, it's just one time I was travelling up from England and there's like this little bit of forest. It's kind of like looks like a big cock on the side of the hill.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
bye, folks. You'd say it, Colin.
Say it. Get us out of here. Quick. Reset.
We could edit this. I know I'm not going to, but go on.
Aye. That's it, folks. That's been Who's That Anime with your host, Stephen Collin. We'll see you next anime time. Same anime place. Same anime.
Yep.
For now.
For now.
Do-do-do. Oh.
Bye, folks.
Scooby-Doo ending.
Oh, wait.
Do-do-do.
Bye. Bye.